Hi everyone. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. I haven't seen you guys for a while, but I know you're still going to school. I hear from your teachers and they tell me what's going on, which is not the same as being there because I miss being there, but what can you do? This is how it is right now, right? So, I wanted to talk to you today about what Jesus did while he was on earth. So, if you think about that for a minute, do you remember Jesus was on earth and he came here and he talked to people and he tried to teach them things about God. He tried to teach them what things are good to do and what things they shouldn't do. And so he was a good speaker, and people loved to listen to him because of the stories he would tell them. So what I want to do today is I have to find this here, right there. Okay. So what I want to do is tell you all about what Jesus did while he was on earth, some of the things he did. Okay, so I'm going to try to, you know how Zoom is and all these other programs. You have to try to share your screen, right? Let's see if I can share my screen. Hopefully you can still see me there a little bit. Okay, so one of the things, how can I make this full screen, I wonder? There we go. So one of the things that Jesus did, the first thing he did was he prayed. And we don't often think about Jesus praying because we pray all the time, but we don't think about Jesus praying because he was God. Why did he need to pray? But he did, and he prayed to God all the time. He prayed to be closer to God, and he prayed to help people, how he can help people more. And he always was helping people, but he still made time for prayer. So even if he had to sleep less or work less, he still made time to pray. So how often do you pray? You should think about that. Could you find more time to pray? Perhaps in the morning when you wake up? Perhaps during the day when you think or you do something that's not very kind? What other times could you pray? All right, here's another one. So I'm trying to make this full screen. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully you can see this picture. So here you can see a picture of Jesus, and he is he's got somebody is kneeling down by him, and you can see people standing around, moms with kids, and some other guy is talking to one of the guys because I think he can't believe what's happening here. But Jesus loved everybody, you know, and like he would help others no matter who they were or where they lived. And some people looked at him funny, like that guy in the picture there. It's whispering to the other guy. He was like, why is he helping that guy? Look, that guy's so poor and he wears such ratty clothes. Why would he help him? And so, but Jesus didn't care what other people thought. He just knew he had to help other people. And so he wanted us to be like that too. So maybe we can think about that sometimes too, how we can love everyone. So are there people that you know that don't have friends? Do we look at them or talk at them in ways we shouldn't? We say things that we shouldn't say to them? How can you make others feel more welcome like Jesus did? Something to think about, isn't it? Okay. Picture number 3. You can see there, it's a picture of Jesus. And he's hugging someone. And we don't know what happened here, but she looks very, very content now, as if something was wrong before, but now she knows that Jesus is there holding her and she'll be okay. So Jesus helped people get better. So we don't know if maybe she was sick or maybe she's poor, because he helped those who were poor. He helped people who were dead. In fact, he brought people back to life. And he forgave sins of people who had sinned. Jesus teaches us that we can help all of us, even now. We just have to trust him. So sometimes it's hard to trust Jesus, but that's what he taught us, is just trust him. Say prayers to him, and he'll be there to help you. So do you think of asking Jesus for help when you're sick or worried? Maybe the next time you get sick or you're worried about something, you could think about Jesus and he'll help you. Could we try and think of how to ask Jesus for help when we need help? So we don't always have to say certain prayers or whatever that we can't remember, maybe. We can just talk. We can just talk to Jesus and say, I need your help. Can you help me? Even if that's all you know what to say, you can just say that. And that's praying to Jesus. Okay, let's see the next picture. So here you see a picture of Jesus. And he's standing up there with some people. Looks like maybe Mary and a couple disciples. And then you can see these two people. And they're standing in front of him, and one's kneeling down and the other is standing up straight. And so Jesus didn't believe in something called man-made gods. So man-made God is when you worship something that's not God. So in this case, you know, the one guy is worshiping money because he thinks money is like God. So he likes to have more money, and he forgot all about God, just thinks of money. And maybe you know other people too who worship gods, like video games or toys. It's all they can think about is getting the new toy or getting the new Lego or getting the new video game. But that's sort of like worshiping something else besides God. And we should not do that. Do you think things like that are more important than God? I don't think so. So that's something else to think about. Okay. Here's the next picture. I really like this picture because it's such a calming picture. But you can see there, Jesus is on one of those little boats with someone helping him, maybe Peter or someone. And on the bank, you can see all the people sitting and listening to him. So Jesus was teaching. He was always teaching. Like your teachers teach you in school, Jesus was a teacher too. And he spoke the truth. He always told people the truth. So he wanted people to read the word, and the word is the Bible. He wanted people to read all about it so they could learn more. He would quote from the Bible. He wanted to teach them something. So he would get the Bible out and he would open it up and he would read something and he'd say, okay, now that you've heard that, this is what I want to tell you about it. And he tried to teach them all the time. We just have to follow Jesus to teach about him. So we could teach others also, right? So can we try to teach others about Jesus? Do we have a Bible that we can look at and read and learn how to love Jesus more? That's a good question, isn't it? We don't often think of ourselves as teachers. All right. So now this picture is a picture of the time when it's coming close to Jesus' death. But he was still teaching his disciples what it means to serve others. So to serve others, it means you're going to do something that helps others out. And here you can see Jesus is washing the feet of one of his disciples. And when he tried to do that, his disciples said, no, don't wash my feet. I should wash your feet. But Jesus said, no, I must show you what it means to serve others. So Jesus is there when there's homeless people. He's there with worried parents. He's there with children who are sad. Jesus is there. So we should try to be more like Jesus and think of others. So could we try to think about others more often? And what can we do to help and serve others that are around us? Something to think about. All right, here's the last picture. And this picture, you can see Jesus, and he's sitting around with his disciples. And let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we might be missing one of the disciples. I think we might be missing Judas. But anyway, Jesus is here, and you can see he's breaking bread, and he's talking to his disciples, and he's telling them what's going to happen. He told them, once I'm gone, you need to help teach others about me. And he showed them what you do when you talk to the crowds. He showed them how to talk to priests. He showed them how to talk to their friends. And his words help all of us to learn to teach. So do you think you could help get Jesus' message to others? Can you just be a positive example to your friends and your families? Sometimes that's hard, isn't it? Hello, so I'm back. So I just want to tell you that if I was there with you, I would say, did you hear anything that I said in this whole talk I was doing? And I'm sure you'd have some great answers. I'd ask you, which picture was your favorite and why? The pictures are all very nice, so I know it'd be hard to pick a favorite, but you can think about that. Maybe talk about it with your teacher after. And then I'd say, can you pick one thing to show that you're a follower of Jesus? So think about all the things that we heard in that recording and think about what you could do to be a follower of Jesus. And now that it's in Lent, it's a good time to make a decision like this. Something we could do even just for the 6 weeks of Lent to show we follow Jesus and love him more. Okay, that's it. I guess I will see you next time. Take care, and I love you all.